Hello, Pisces. I don't even know what deck I want to use because I got a bit of a message for you guys, and I actually have a song which hasn't happened in a while. Okay. And I'm trying to figure out what deck I want to use for us to talk about this because yeah, let me use this one. I don't often use this deck, but I feel like I need to use it. So it's kind of a channeled message. The message was, can we move on, or moving on? Something about moving on, right? And it was kind of like, next question. Like if somebody was interviewing you and they asked a question that you didn't want to answer, or that was like prying into your personal business, something that you set a boundary with. You know how when people go on those interviews, like on the Breakfast Club, or even was it Barbara Walters? I'm thinking about Barbara Walters, or like what's that other lady's name? I can't remember her name. It might not have been Barbara Walters. It's that other lady who was really like aggressive with her questioning. And they have this like documentary coming out about her. And she interviewed like the Menendez brothers, I think, and a bunch of different people. And they're going to be talking about, is it Diane Sawyer? Yeah. Barbara Walters, Diane Sawyer, just interviewers, right? Breakfast Club. So you may be on an interview, or you may be being interviewed by someone. Someone may want to interview you. Okay. I don't know what it is that you do, but this could even just be somebody. You stuck your foot in the water bowl, goofy girl, being nosy. But this could be just somebody questioning you, asking you a bunch of questions, and it's like, can we move on? Move on. I'm not answering that question, or I'm not going there with you. You know, it definitely feels like that type of energy where someone could be trying to get you to answer something that you don't want to answer, or they could be prying into getting information. But the song that I channeled was, and a lot of this music I heard on Grand Theft Auto. I'm going to be serious with y'all. So for real. These are classics that some of you guys probably knew about just because you were in this time period of music. But it's by Soul to Soul. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Don't stop now. Keep on moving. Oh, oh. And what's the lyrics? And she said, it's our time today. Something like that. The right time is here to stay. Stay in my life always. Walking alone in my own way. Talking about extremely cold and a rainy day. But the lyrics are interesting because they just keep saying, keep on moving, don't stop now. Don't stop like the hands of time. Don't stop like the hands of time. If you've never heard that song, it's called Keep On Moving, and it's by Soul to Soul. Click clock, find your own way to stay. And then she was like, the time will come one day. Why do people choose to live their lives this way? Keep on moving. Oh, keep on moving. That popped up in my head, you guys. And I swear to you, I'd never heard that song in my life before I started playing Grand Theft Auto. I think it was like San Andreas or something like that. The station on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas that was like 90s classics was the one I played when I was driving in the car. I tell you not one lie. I tell you not one lie. If I'm lying, I'm flying, and currently my feet are still firmly planted on the ground. So that popped up in my head. And she talks about the color yellow being the color of the sun rays. She said yellow is the color of sun rays. And then basically talking about keep on moving, the time will come. I hide myself from no one. I know the time will really come when you'll be in my life. Life always. Yellow is the color of sun rays. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's definitely a situation where I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to stop moving forward in the situation that you're in. They don't want you to lose the momentum. I was getting this vibe where it's like there's these obstacles that keep popping up. It's like randomly. It's so much gaming stuff that I'm getting referred to. Like in games where the game has to kind of generate. Ma'am, can you leave my stuff alone? Oh my God. Okay, I'm trying to focus, you guys. My bad. But in video games where the video game has to generate, so it can't really... Pumpkin! Stop! That's why you lost it. Taking my necklace. Hold on, you guys. Let me pick this up. All right. So if we're talking about the yellow sun rays, that could be your solar plexus chakra, your inspiration, your core. The place where a lot of your ideas come from. But what I was saying was that when you play a video game like Grand Theft Auto, right? Sometimes if the game is running slowly or you don't have a lot of processing power on your device, the rendering of the game can look like foggy or murky. And sometimes just in games in general, as you move throughout the game, kind of like in a game like that runner game that kids used to play where they would have to like avoid obstacles on the path, and it's like Sonic. You got to get the coins, but you also have to avoid the obstacles that make you lose momentum or where you hit a wall. That's kind of the vibe that I was picking up. Ooh. All right. So it's definitely a situation where I really feel like, I don't want to say that somebody's trying to stop your momentum or block your momentum, but that's how it feels. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be negative about this, you guys, because like, that's very draining to always see everyone or everything as an enemy. That's not a healthy way to live. But I also feel like Spirit really doesn't want you to get sidetracked. Like this is the furthest that you've gotten in a... Okay. This is the furthest that you've gotten in a long time when it comes to you making progress and building up steady momentum, and they don't want you to give up. So let's just keep moving, okay? You definitely could be declining to speak to people or declining to speak about certain things, declining to answer certain questions, maybe avoiding certain information or questions that people want to ask. And I really don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I feel like it's your prerogative. And if people are prying or trying to get into your business in an unhealthy, imbalanced way, or in a way where it's a setup to try to like target you, I feel like you're making the right decision when you set up a boundary and stick to that boundary. Okay, that was way too many cards. But let's see for oh my God. I'm over it, you guys. But okay. Don't know why. You guys be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe, you guys. Get in the comments. Let me know if it's resonating. If you want to book your reading, the link is always going to be in the description box, not only for the readings, but for you to check out my other channels. Check out the LINKTREE. All the information that you need to know is going to be there. And there will also be a link to bookings. Oh my God. Somebody is fucking playing. I don't know what the heck was going on. Look at this, flow with life at the bottom. And we just had that reading about flow. This is a 6. Definitely moving forward, overcoming obstacles, getting past I bit my lip. Getting past obstacles, getting past struggles. Excuse me. Sacral chakra. Interesting. Let's see, Pisces. Y'all please like the video. This is crazy. What is the message that you're trying to deliver to Pisces here, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for Pisces? What is the message that you're trying to convey with this channeled message? Let's see, y'all. Throat chakra, bitch. That's crazy, because you see the incense? I accidentally, the candle went out, and because the wax is so liquidy, I didn't want to spill wax on myself again. Shout out to y'all who remember that. I had to use an incense to light the candle back up because I couldn't fit my hand in there. And look, you guys, I shit you not. Do you see what that says? Throat chakra. That's not a coincidence. That's the only incense I have. I don't have any other incense. Then we have the gift of strength, solar plexus, which is the yellow. 11. The ritual sound healing is the card that came out with the throat chakra, card 20. And then we have 29, soul lesson, nobility, aura chakra. All right, let's see. I know the readings have been long lately, you guys. And I know some of you guys like that, but I also know some of you don't. So soon I'm going to be trying to work on some readings that are not super long. I may drop an extra reading in the evening. So be sure to have your post notifications turned on, okay? Because they will unsubscribe you if those are not turned on and set to a particular setting, okay? But let's see. Let's do card number 11 first. Let's do that because that's that solar plexus. Okay. I haven't used this deck in a long time. It's very like deep. It's a deep deck. Ooh, star, good fortune is right underneath that. Now the gift of strength, solar plexus chakra, right? It says, you are always stronger than you think. Now, excuse me. The best thing you can do for your health is strengthen your nervous system. Again, I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist. Disclaimer below. This is not about just exercising your body or performing for others. It is adhering to a wise daily practice that moves your body in ways that require courage, develop stamina, and change the patterns of your mind. The navel point found in the solar plexus region must be engaged at all times, especially during strengthening exercises. It's ideal to work determinedly to access and activate the infinite strength found here, facilitating a balancing of this energy center every day. The lower chakras tend to hold a lot of stuck energy, generally from fears and traumas experienced in your childhood. The ganglia of nerves at the base of your spine may need to unravel for you to tap into your potential. When you intentionally move your life force up from your lower triangle of energy centers to the upper chakras, you will gain a particular strength and flexibility that will bring youthfulness to your presence. Once you can sustain energy in a higher chakra, life will be easier and far more enjoyable. Your nervous system is strengthened when you operate from your higher energy centers. You will be steadier, okay, calmer, and consistently focused on living in true happiness. Now, the card says suggested practices for this. I'm not going to read that because I don't want any smoke from people, okay? I don't want any legal smoke. You can go look up the deck and find the book in PDF file and read it at your leisure, my loves. So working that energy from the lower chakras up to the higher chakras, consistently engaging your core, and like the strength to be more. You are always stronger than you think. Interesting. Yeah. And I think a lot of you guys are pushing yourself to be stronger or do more or keep some type of stamina or momentum going. Now, this card, Ritual Sound Healing for the throat chakra, says, sing the song in your heart. And immediately, you guys, I'm telling you, I heard move on or next question or it's time to move on. And then I heard that song. Okay. So your life's adventure of self-realization is destined to up-level with exploration of the healing sounds of creation. See, a lot of these words are complicated, child. There's a song in your heart that is more beautiful than you could imagine. But you are ready. But are you ready to listen and sing your loving truth with joy? Let me read that again. It says, sing the song in your heart. Your lifetime's adventure of self-realization is destined to up-level with exploration of the healing sounds of creation. There's a song in your heart that is more beautiful than you could imagine, but are you ready to listen and sing your loving truth with joy? Your heart song. Okay. As you are becoming more sensory, it's always been like this with this book. As you are becoming a more sensory being, you are learning to feel sound as much as you hear it. Feeling sound, seeing sound, hearing colors. You get what I'm saying? Like the senses, you would think that someone would see a color, but you may be able to hear a color. And here goes the interference. You get what I'm saying? You might be able to see music when other people only hear music, right? It says all parts of your body possess a different resonance made harmonious through the alembic of your heart. In a healthy body, each cell and organ resonate in harmony with the whole being. By exploring sound healing techniques, including using your own voice, you will be able to tangibly feel energy shifting to sound within your body. Illness is a manifestation of disharmony stemming from negative emotions held within the body, which leads to an imbalance in the cells of a given organ. Form is created by energy vibrating at different rates. So by altering these vibrations, you can change the structure of form. Okay. I wanted to look this up too real quick, since we're on the subject. 1 second. I wanted to look up hold on. Okay, so heart song. Having a heart song in a spiritual context. Okay, let me get closer to the mic. Having a heart song in a spiritual context often refers to a deep, innate love or devotion to a higher power, a feeling of inner joy and connection to something greater than oneself, or a desire to express this love through spiritual practices like singing, prayer, or other forms of devotion. It's a term used to describe a state of being filled with a profound sense of purpose and meaning, often accompanied by a feeling of inner peace and joy. There's a few meanings. Some key interpretations are an expression of inner essence and divine purpose, A heart song is a song or poem that comes from deep within, representing one's true self and what one is meant to do in life. It's an expression of one's deepest emotions and connection to a higher power or the divine will. Another interpretation could be praise and worship to God. In various spiritual traditions, a heart song can be a form of worship, reflecting gratitude, love, and devotion to God. It can be a personal expression of praise, arising spontaneously from a heart filled with joy and thankfulness for what God has done. Inner music and soul satisfaction is a third interpretation. Having a song in your heart signifies a deep inner joy and peace that comes from a connection with the divine. This inner music, in quotations, or soul satisfaction, in quotations, celebrates what you consider worthy of celebration. Okay? With the ideal focus being God and his saving work, rather than changing circumstances. Okay. Guidance and encouragement from the Holy Spirit. Some interpretations suggest that a heart song can be inspired by the Holy Spirit, providing comfort, guidance, and encouragement, especially during challenging times. It can be a source of strength and testimony for both oneself and others. And finally, a prayer to the Lord. And this kind of sounds religious, but it doesn't have to be. It's divination. In some traditions, the song of the heart is explicitly described as a prayer to the Lord. Singing hymns and sacred songs with genuine feeling is seen as a way to communicate with God and promote spiritual growth. In essence, a heart song is a deeply personal and authentic expression of one's spiritual being, often involving praise, joy, connection with the divine, and sometimes a form of spiritual guidance. It can manifest through various forms of expression, from silent melodies in the heart to vocal expressions of praise and worship. Okay? Because, we're all about this being an educational channel for education and entertainment. Okay? So I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of like, your heart is singing. You could definitely experience a situation where you've finally moved on from something really difficult and your heart is singing because you've been able to overcome a challenge that was really hard, and I feel like you're extremely grateful. I feel like this reading is talking about the gratitude that you're showing God, source, spirit, universe, for everything that you've been brought through. Okay? Soul lesson says nobility. I was about to say protect, but it says project pure love and hope, and you may need to protect your love and hope as well. I'm going to be careful with this card because it's a little nerdy. Okay. All right, so it says this card comes to guide you to command your field. Clear your aura and surround yourself with resounding love. When your aura is clear of subconscious garbage and filled with the highest virtues, you attract positively charged energy. Your aura is your home. You live in it your whole life, and those who come close to you also share this space. And recently, we just talked about that force field around you. Now, your aura provides protection against dis-ease, okay, and negative environmental influences, while also projecting your intentions into the world. A powerful 8th chakra is noble like gold, automatically deflecting and filtering negative influences and radiating magnetic vibrancy. Your aura can be kept clean and be enriching, comforting, nurturing, powerful, and inspiring. Those in your company will feel these positive energies coming from you. Our auras become weak if we behave in a diminished way, and we also become vulnerable to viruses and the negative and aggressive attitudes of others. Our opportunity when working with the aura is to ensure that you maintain a noble attitude even when under extreme pressure. When you behave in a I don't know why I can't read this book, you guys. It's so weird. When you behave in a noble manner and radiate your best qualities, you will feel happy within yourself, and what you project will also benefit others. You have been stirred to raise awareness into your heart, and your inner truth is becoming hard to ignore. You know intuitively that you must align even more with your heart wisdom and truth so you can project this powerful, unified energy through your aura into the world. In your heart, you know you came here with a unique purpose, a wonderful contribution to the co-creation of this golden era. Isn't it funny how certain people in certain positions have been talking about the Gilded Age or the Golden Age? That's very interesting. Ooh, okay, you guys. So listen. Listen. This feels to me like you're moving in a direction that you can't really, it feels like you don't have a whole lot of control over where certain things are going in your life or where you're going to end up in certain situations. You don't have a lot of control over it. Oh. It's just kind of happening, you know? But it's not that, like, it's not like you're on a roller coaster with no seatbelt. It just feels like you feel in your heart that there's something you're meant to do and you're determined to do it. And I feel like you're taking baby steps to reach the goals that you have, and you're finding out that you're a lot stronger than what you thought you are. And it's making you very... It's hitting you really hard. Like it could be making you very emotional, or it could be making you feel extreme elation, because I'm hearing the word elated. It could be making you feel very elated and happy, overjoyed, overcome because of what you've been able to accomplish. And I feel like it's because you have this attitude of gratitude, but also like an attitude of self-worth, like knowing who you are, knowing what you're worth, and not being able to be influenced, kind of like the aura card said, not being able to be influenced by outside sources that want to taint your aura or distort it in a way. Yeah, it's like removing the distortions. What else for Pisces? 25. You have a great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious levels. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. I am intelligent. Yeah. So this could definitely be about the things that you're interested in, the things that you're talking to people about, the things that you're, drawn to when it comes to gaining more information, educating yourself. It says at the bottom, 14, I am practical. You are open-minded and always up to try something new. Yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful because you're practical. So you're willing to jump into new things. You're open-minded. You want to experience new things. You want to learn as much as you can. And then I feel like you speak on or express those subjects to the people who encounter you. And that's a part of like your energy flowing out into the world in a very positive and uplifting way. But you're also not dumb. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't mind going out there and possibly trying something like skydiving or trying a food from an ethnic region that you've never visited before. You don't mind traveling to new places and experiencing new cultures that people have. But like, you're not dumb. So you're not going to go to some, hole in the wall club and do cocaine or something crazy. You're not going to go out there and get hooked on drugs like hooked on phonics. You're going to go out there and do things that allow you to experience the experience, but you have enough wherewithal and intelligence and discernment not to be swallowed up by it, or not to allow whatever that is to taint your aura. Interesting. Now we have 555. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. Okay. And we have 4-5. So 55-55 with the 14 and the 3555. Then we also have a 7 with this. So I think that's a part of what you guys may want to do, or what you could be meant to do. This is you have to make that decision for yourself. I can't tell you what your life purpose is, but it feels like you're meant to experience things in life and then share those experiences with other people from a very practical perspective, right? Because not everybody can share their experience from a practical perspective. A lot of people are very jaded. A lot of people are very lost in the sauce. A lot of people are very easily manipulated, and their souls are vibrating in a way or on a level where their experiences taint the equilibrium of that balance. That's the best way that I can explain it, y'all. But it's like you have this gift, you have this ability to be optimistic, practical, and intelligent so that you can express the things that you learn about, or you can express things to people and share things with people from a place that won't create negativity. Because that's why I think a lot of people are mad right now. Like, a lot of people have attitudes about everything, and they're just angry about everything going on. But it's like, it's crazy to me, because just like their experiences can cause them to spread negativity, your experiences cause you to spread positivity. And it's kind of like, okay, if we both have the same experience, but you're looking at it negatively and I'm looking at it positively, it doesn't make me any better of a person, but it does show my abilities and my aptitude to be able to process information. Because everybody's so pissed off, and, people are just angry about things. And I feel like a lot of people do have a right to be angry, but what does that solve? So I just feel like you guys are really enlightened. This is enlightenment. So let's see. What is the message for Pisces? They said this is not going to be a long message. It's going to be what you need to hear. Okay. What is the message for Pisces when it comes to these bits of information, Spirit? What do you want them to know? Yep. Look at that. Enlightenment. You're very light-hearted. You're light on your feet. Some of you could literally be dancing or doing some type of movement where you're up on your feet. They want you to engage your core. It's going to help you to have more balance, or more of a steady equilibrium. Engage your core. Get your core working. The core. I just heard apple core. I don't know what that means. 7 of Wands and the Hermit. Fool card could be Aries energy. Could also be Gemini, maybe Scorpio, Aquarius. Then we have Virgo with the Hermit. Yeah, it's like you're clearing yourself out. You're clearing the clutter. You're freeing yourself from all of this chaos and confusion that's going on. This 7 of Wands in this deck is always just really chaotic because it just looks messy. The mess. You know what, too? Again, I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist, but there's something that you're doing that's like evacuating the mess out of your life. So even if you were to eat oh my God, even if you were to eat something like a piece of cake, your body is able to snatch the nutrients from that piece of cake and literally evacuate through your bowels everything else that doesn't serve your body. That's kind of what it feels like And the Hermit is here, which is like you're learning something new. You guys are about to learn something new. There's information coming towards you, or something is going to come to your attention or your awareness, and it's going to help you learn something new, or it's going to inspire you to learn something new, or trigger a curiosity for you to learn more about whatever this is. That's what this is. Something is catching your eye. Something is catching your attention. And you want to learn more about it. This could also be someone catching your eye. You want to learn more about them, or vice versa, where you're catching their eye and they want to learn more about you. What's the Fool? Oh my God. Oh my God. The Eight of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles reversed. So what this is basically saying, okay. High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. You're very intuitive, very confident when it comes to your intuition. I feel like your intuition is starting to get stabilized and more balanced to where you don't question it as much. Okay, if there's anything that you're working on behind the scenes, you may have been doing this for 8 months or so. August could be significant. Also, October could be significant. Definitely Virgo energy. So Virgo season could be significant. But whatever you're working on and you're diligently putting effort into, and you're making sure that you have good quality control, which I think we talked about before as well. It hasn't yet reached the pinnacle of success. It hasn't gotten to the 10 of Pentacles yet, but I feel like you're beginning to transition into the final stages of something reaching the 10 of Pentacles. Like these are the final steps or the final stages of whatever you have to do to reach this level of completion. That's what it feels like to me. You could be working on something in secret and it's not done yet, but you're really confident about the progress that you've made thus far. And Spirit is saying, keep moving forward. If there's anything that you get stuck on or anything that you start to second guess or question yourself about, they're telling you to keep on moving. Don't stop now. Okay. That's what I feel like that's about. Be confident that you're going to be able to finish and that you will graduate to the next stage of whatever this is. Okay. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, what's the 10 of Pentacles reversed? 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you're trying to balance the energy, or you're trying to balance something out. I also feel like Spirit is trying to help you to avoid the perfectionism curse. Trying to be perfect. Yeah, consistency. You're trying to create the right vibe. You're trying to create the right consistency, the right variables, putting everything together so that it works, or that something works consistently, that something is, being recognized consistently, or that something is, getting the same results each time. It feels like you're ironing out a strategy, or you are creating a formula for something. It's like you want to know what to expect each time. What's the 2 of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles reversed? The 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're putting a lot of energy and effort into balancing something out. But I feel like you guys do need to be watchful of the need or desire to be perfect. King of Cups and the Empress. This King of Cups could be you, but it could also be someone who's observing you. I'm just thinking, you guys. Yeah, it's like, I feel like you guys are trying to remove an obstruction or a blockage. Something is blocked or backed up. And you're trying to find a way to like finesse it out of the way so that the flow of abundance can continue and be consistent, to where you don't have to like juggle or have financial issues or, you know, like deal with things like that, to where your resources are challenged. I feel like you want to be very comfortable with whatever this is that you're doing. And right now, even though you may not look uncomfortable, you feel uncomfortable. This could also be your weight as well. Like some of you guys could be trying to lose some weight, work out, lighten the load. You may be trying to find ways to simplify processes, like at work. Some of you guys could be responsible for simplifying processes to make them more efficient. That could be what you're trying to do. You may be trying to find the quickest way to lose weight, or the most efficient way to lose weight. Not necessarily the quickest. I feel like you guys still want to be healthy, but it's like you're trying to be the most efficient. If you can only go to the gym once a week, you're trying to be efficient with the workouts that you do to gain the best result. If you are working on a business, you want to be efficient with your processes so that you can get the best result for the least amount of input. But with the Eight of Pentacles being here, it's not like you're trying to cut corners or find a quick fix. It's like you want to create quality work, but you also want to create systems and procedures and formulas that help you get that work done more quickly. Some of y'all could be working in Excel spreadsheets. Bitch, we talking about formulas and stuff. I couldn't stand Excel, but I knew how to do it. Yeah, the Lovers and the Ten of Swords, another 10. Yeah, it's like you're trying to get a certain outcome. Yeah, Sun card. There goes the Sun. I was trying to clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Should we take it? I will. Yeah, this is like a solution that you're trying to find in your work. Seven of Swords and the Three of Wands. Yeah. A strategy to create some type of solution when it comes to your schedule, your efficiency. It's like you want something to be automated or automatic, or you just want to be able to click one button and it take care of a multitude of things so that you can get more done. That's what it feels like. King of Wands, Queen of Wands just popped out together. Very interesting. What's the Sun? Four of Swords. Yeah. This is definitely healing too. With the Four of Swords and the Sun, this could definitely be good health. Healing from some type of surgery. Healing from like an injury. Something that had you on bed rest, or you were bedridden. Or you had possibly something going on with your back, your neck, my neck and my back, some type of sleeping issues. Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. Yeah. I feel like you're going to heal from something. Like if you're getting some type of work done, surgery, I feel like you're going to heal from it. Maybe you guys are getting a tummy tuck or a BBL, or I don't know. If you are, girl, send me an email. Let me know how it went. You know, give me the tea. I'm not going to get no BBL, but I definitely want to get these titties under control. Let me know. You know, anonymously or discreetly. Your secret safe with me. I don't share people's information. That's crazy. But yeah, there's a certain outcome that you want. There's a dream that you have that you're trying to accomplish. And I feel like you see a way for you to do it, or you're asking for help from Spirit, God, Source. You're praying about it. Yeah. And I feel like whatever the solution was that you received, you're like implementing that. Whatever the process is that you've been guided to take intuitively, you're implementing that. Oh, not the cards just flying out. Ooh, Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're not giving up. You're tired, but you ain't giving up. I also feel like you know that there's a lot of lurking energy, a lot of monitoring spirits, a lot of snake-like energy around this goal that you have. Or you have this awareness of the tension or apprehension that you could receive. Page of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you know where the toxin is. You know what needs to be changed or transformed. And I feel like you're not going to let go of that. You're not going to let go of what you need to do. Right? And whatever you want to accomplish may directly conflict with what someone else wants to accomplish. However, because you're able to use your abilities of practicality, optimism, and intelligence to your advantage, you're going to find that you're a lot stronger when it comes to facing these obstacles or barriers than what you think. What's the Nine of Wands? King of Pentacles. Okay. Emperor and the Page of Pentacles. I don't like that energy. I don't care if it's upright. It feels like a Taurus man or an Aries, possibly. Somebody bouncing a basketball shot. It's like this masculine energy either wants to control you or they're being controlled by another masculine energy, and therefore it's like a ricochet, like they're being controlled, so they're trying to control you. Or this person is just trying to control you or abuse you in some way to get what it is that they want or to get the results that they want. That's crazy. I just feel like someone's tactics are very questionable. What's the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands? The Strength. Yeah. You have more courage than you think if you're dealing with apprehension like this. If you're dealing with people who do these types of things or who have very questionable tactics. Could be a Leo, an Aries, or a Taurus. With this Hierophant again. Yeah, there's an authority figure here or a person who's in a position of power, who's in a leadership role. And they are, I feel, it's like they're trying to consistently block some type of transformation or change. Either in your life or in the lives of people who you are attempting to heal or help. It's been like this forever. Like this person has always acted in a way where they suppress or slow down some type of change. There's some type of confirmation or message that is coming to light about someone abusing their power or being sneaky when it comes to reaching their goals, their motives and intentions, like the way that they do business or something like that. It's coming to the surface. So you need to know that this weight is being lifted off of you. Something is no longer wearing you down. A burden that you've been dealing with for a long time that just never felt like it was going to come to an end is finally, you're being freed from it. What's the purpose, though, of this reading for Pisces? What's the main purpose? The Eight of Cups. So that you can detach, so that you can walk away, so that you can be, in order to be freed, it's like they want you to walk away from these things, or they don't want you to feel guilty or obligated. Whatever feelings that you could possibly feel that keep you stuck in a situation, they don't want you to be afraid to move on. Does this not confirm what I said? They want you to keep on moving. Because it doesn't serve you to stay in a situation. 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. And whatever this goal is that you've been praying about, or whatever this outcome is, whatever your everyday vision of your life is that you're trying to create with every fiber of your being, they want you to know that you can do it on your own. You don't need this person to help you or support you. You're going to achieve something on your own. What's the Eight of Cups? Four of Wands. Yeah. Accomplishment, a home, a relationship, a marriage, whatever you had to walk away from. Six of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, so it's like, because you're prioritizing the goals that you want to accomplish in your life, you're starting to wake up to see where the conflict is, or where the issue is, or the truth behind what someone is saying when it comes to your opportunities, or how someone's words affect you and how you think about things, the investment that you make in your work. Somebody was dangling an opportunity in your face, like a trap or something, like bait on a string. And they were trying to make you feel like they were the ones who were in control of the outcome, or that you needed them or something, but it's not true. Four of Wands. What is this with the Eight? Yeah, the Eight. I said the Eight of Cups. I don't know why I was tripping over that just now. King of Wands. Aries masculine. Really strong Aries, Leo energy, possibly Taurus, Libra. King of Wands, Four of Wands. It's because you walked away from a fire sign, and the relationship that you had with this person, you moved out, you stopped living with them, you divorced them, you broke up. Or a fire sign wants a relationship, or could be professional, platonic, or romantic with you. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I don't know, I guess. I just feel like this is proof that someone's been slowing you down. Like, or proof that somebody's keeping something from you that you need, but you don't really need it. That's the whole point of the reading. It's like, this is confirmation that someone has been making you think that you need something from them, or someone has been trying to trick you into thinking that you need to wait for them to give you closure, or someone who's been trying to make you feel like they're in control of the outcome when they're not. That's why this is coming up, because you don't have to feel attached to this relationship or this connection anymore. What's the Eight of Cups, Four of Wands, King of Wands? Yeah, Page of Pentacles comes out again with the Star and the Lovers. Radiance. Shining bright. What's this Page of Pentacles? The Nine of Cups. Yeah. You're about to get what you want in a situation. You're about to see proof that you're getting what you want, or you're getting closer to this Ten of Cups that you see as like a major accomplishment in your life, or the ideal everyday existence that you'd like to have. The Star again, and the Queen of Cups. Look at that. You are the star. Pisces energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, I really don't care, but it kind of feels, because we saw the King of Cups and the Empress earlier, but a wish is being granted for sure with the Star and the Nine of Cups. Something that you've really wanted, something that you've dreamed of for a long time. This could be somebody trying to offer you a false wish fulfillment, and you just need to be careful about that by understanding that no one else can determine that for your life, right? Because someone may try to offer you some type of false joy, or false wish fulfillment, or a false promise, and then they're going to try to dangle it over your head. and make you think that they're the only person who can grant you your wish or give you what you want. And Spirit is trying to tell you, like, no, this is a controlling tactic that this person tries to use to be able to harness your potential and use it for their own benefit. You don't need this person to create any opportunities for you. You can create it for yourself. Because if you need them to create opportunities for you, then what type of opportunities are they actually going to be? Like, that's the question you have to ask of yourself. Every time someone wants to deal with you or partner with you or work with you, collaborate with you, you have to ask yourself, why do they want to do this? What benefit are they getting from collaborating with me? Don't just look at a person in all their emperor glory or whatever the fuck and just see them as so much bigger than yourself. And I think that's part of what a lot of you guys have been working to learn, is like the worth that you see yourself as. Your self-worth is very important so that you don't get bamboozled, hoodwinked, and scammed with a bunch of tomfoolery, malarkey, and bullshit. And I think what somebody's trying to do is like be larger than life in your eyes, when in reality they have nothing to offer you. And you really need to examine what they benefit from the situation and what you actually benefit. Because if somebody is saying, oh, you know, we want you to come and do XYZ so you can get exposure, that means, bitch, we want you to work for free and be able to profit off of your energy without paying you anything in return. Exposure? You can't eat exposure. You can't pay your bills with exposure. You can't pay your electric bill or your gas bill or your water bill with exposure, bitch. That's the trap that so many young people have fallen for over the years. And it's like, that's how these predators in these positions of power have been able to continue to use people and abuse people, is by saying, oh, I'm going to give you some clout. Oh, I'm going to give you some fame. Oh, I'm going to give you some spotlight. I'm going to put the spotlight on you. I'm going to give you some exposure. No, fuck your exposure. Fuck you and fuck that exposure. Run me my money. Write the check. Deposit it. And then we'll talk about fucking exposure. I'm sorry. That was just so uncalled for. Maybe not. What's the advice? Ooh, yep. I'm telling y'all right now. Someone is lying to you or trying to obfuscate the truth or obstruct the truth. You see the snakes here? The Ace of Wands is surrounded by the snake. The sword is surrounded by the snake, right? Someone is lurking around. There's a snake lurking around, trying to obscure your vision from seeing the truth or obfuscate your vision from being able to see the truth. Yep, Chariot. Could be listen, the signs are Aries strongly, possibly Taurus, Leo, maybe Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio. I said Taurus, but I felt strongly like Aries and Taurus and Leo. But it could be happening during Cancer season with this Chariot. Somebody is coming towards you really quickly to lie, Pisces. Five of Swords. Spirit is trying to guide you away from this person. Somebody is chasing you. Somebody is chasing you. And they're lurking around, watching you become very lucrative, or watching you become very successful, or watching something that you're doing where an opportunity is opening up for you, and they want to convince you that they're the ones who can give you the opportunity or some crazy shit. Excuse me. Somebody's coming towards you to lie. What's the Ace of Swords reversed? That's your advice. Tower. And like, then all of a sudden they're going to rush in, and then all of a sudden you feel confused. This could be somebody from your past who has done this to you before. This could be a reference to your past that Spirit is trying to remind you of, so that you can accurately discern this person's intentions when they come in. Because it's like they come in like a tornado, like a wrecking ball, like they Miley Cyrus with the buzz cut. and just completely tear up everything in your life and then leave you feeling confused and leave you to deal with your emotions by yourself, so that it plants the seed of manipulation where they can then water that seed over time and grow a tree of doubt within you. Five of Swords again with the Tower card, along with the fucking Five of Wands and that 5 on the Hierophant that we kept seeing. Like, this is something that consistently happens between you and this person, or this is something that they consistently do to people, or this is something that's just like tolerated with the Hierophant energy. Like, it's just expected, or it's the norm. It's the conventional way that things are done. And it's like I said, fuck your exposure. Somebody has nefarious intentions. This is trash. And Spirit is trying to advise you that this is a lie. This could be because somebody's competing with you. Oh my God, the Hermit just fell out. Yep. Ow. Bitch, the ring light just fell on my head and is currently around my neck. I wish I could show you the hilariousness of this. These motherfuckers do not want me to tell you this. That's crazy. They really want you to fall for the ring light is literally around my neck, bitch. Can you see the light reflecting? It's literally around my fucking neck. They want to put a chain around your neck. I am not video camera ready, but y'all see this light reflecting? It's around my neck. They trying to put a chain around your neck. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't even deal with that shit. Oh my God. Somebody is not only, I feel like they're spying on you, but someone is investigating you. They looking into you. This is crazy shit. Somebody's trying to figure out how they can destroy you, destroy what you've built by using lies, or they're trying to figure out if you've built something off of lies, or it's like somebody's trying to figure out how they can destroy you. 6 of Swords, World card, but God, baby. You're insulated by God from this bullshit of storm. You see, that's what I said to y'all in that other reading about how the 7 of Cups and the World card to me looked as if you had a barrier of protection around you to conceal you from some type of smoke or storm. I don't know if that was in the love readings or what, but boy, I tell you, that's some foolishness right there. You're moving on. 6 of Swords. Keep on moving. Somebody wants you to be afraid to move on from something and end a cycle. Somebody wants you to be scared. 5 of Swords. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know, y'all. I don't even know. That is some crazy stuff. They want you in chains. They trying to put a chain around your neck like a dog. And I'm not trying to like make you afraid or make you feel negative, but like, I feel like a lot of you avoided this, or a lot of you overcame this if you felt susceptible to it. You're stronger than what you thought, because somebody really had the spirit of demonic energy on them. Somebody really had a negative spirit on them where they wanted to be able to walk you around like a fucking dog. Weren't they doing that in 300? They had leashes around them people's neck, or Game of Thrones or something like that. I feel like you guys are about to get some type of information. You're moving forward because you receive some type of information that's going to help you end a cycle. That is crazy. Yeah, your aura, your force field. I feel like spirit is leading you through the darkness with the hermit, God, source, spirit, universe, your ancestors. They're leading you through the darkness so that you can end a cycle or have some type of protection when this tower falls. Because somebody lied on you, or they're trying to lie to you right now, or they lied on you to be petty, or they lied to you to be petty. That's just crazy, bro. What else does Pisces? I knew it. It was at the bottom of the fucking deck. I love you. That's a 10. Not yet. 5. And maybe later 10. So yeah. Somebody doesn't want you to end a cycle. But you're being given the information that you need to basically like shut down the lies. Like spirit is guiding you to the pieces of information that you need, or the things you need to say, or the way you need to approach a situation, how you need to move to literally shut down whatever lies somebody is trying to create so that you can have a chain around your neck. Maybe later. They say, oh, not yet. Don't leave. Don't let this cycle come to an end. Don't try to walk away. I love you. Don't do it yet. Don't say it yet. Don't release it yet. This could even be like energies or entities trying to penetrate your mental space. And you're like, nope, maybe later. I'm ignoring you right now. What else does Pisces need to know? Divine counterparts in reverse. That's crazy. Like if somebody could have been your divine counterpart, but it's either that they're not anymore, or that they chose the wrong path, which prevented them from being able to be with you. Somebody wants you to know that, oh, you were prevented from being able to be with them, or you were prevented from dealing with them. But in reality, they were prevented from being around you. Playing mind games. That's why they couldn't be your divine counterpart. You might find out that somebody really tried to destroy your life with some type of lie. Or you're finding out about how their life is being destroyed because they lacked like truth or authenticity. Extended vacation. Playing mind games. Yeah. Yeah, so they can't be around you. It's an extended vacation. You're taking a vacation forever. Like, if you believe that you had a divine counterpart, twin flame, soulmate, whatever, it's like you're waking up from the illusion. One more card. What does Pisces need to know? Oop. I'm yours. You're mine and I'm yours. Possessive. Not as like it's not as possessive as the you belong to me or something. I think bitch. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh. You guys, I swear I didn't. I know I might be being dramatic right now, bro, but that was crazy. Because I saw it in my head and I'm like questioning myself. Did I make a card that says you belong to me? And I'm like, yes, I did. Somebody's trying to make it seem like they're not as possessive or controlling as they actually are. And I feel like whatever the fuck that is that they try to keep underneath the surface is literally the cause of their destruction. And the way that they tried to frame it or frame you as if you were the one who was the problem is literally the cause of their destruction. Oh my God. You guys. Something told me, look down. Look at the bottom of the deck. Because I'm thinking in my head like, and you heard me say it. It's not as bad as the you belong to me card. And I was about to say, because that one is really the one that's more possessive when somebody's being very possessive. You belong to me. Right? And I also feel like somebody was trying to say what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine, but really they wanted what was yours and they didn't want to share whatever they had with you. Right? Kind of like, oh, I'll give you exposure, you'll get clout. If you're seen hanging around with me, you know, you're going to be popular or whatever, but then they get to use and abuse you all the time. And that is crazy. This is your destiny. I know to get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Leave. 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 I just heard exile, banishment. I really just feel like somebody tried to frame you like you were this liar or this horrible person. Like you were, whatever you were saying wasn't true because they were getting caught up. And you kept on moving or you kept it moving. Somebody may even be the one who's like, nope, next question. Like if somebody's being asked about the lies that they told about you, it's like they don't want to answer it. They want to try to avoid it. They want to try to like push it aside. That is insane. And I know I said this reading wasn't even going to be as long. Man. Sorry to this man. What's this? I love you, divine counterparts in reverse. In your mind, I'm yours. Somebody has an obsession or a possessiveness. Yeah, emperor. And I looked at him and he was in the reverse. Somebody comes off as this emperor, like to the public or in front of everyone. But behind the scenes, they're a fucking terror. They are a fucking terror. And we just had that reading where I said their reign of terror is over once you realize this or something like that. Somebody is secretly very fucking controlling. 3 of Cups and the Magician trying to manipulate the outcome of your success. They want to be in control of your success or in control of what you receive or in control of what you're able to accomplish. So they have to make you think that you're not able to accomplish anything outside of their guidance. I just feel like this energy is being exposed in every situation. I don't give a fuck who it is. It doesn't matter what your gender is, your race, your ethnicity, where you're from, how old you are. You could be fucking crustacean, 90 years old. And if you're a dirtbag, everybody's going to know before you die and hit that soil that you a dirtbag. That's the type of energy. That's the type of time God is on. God got time today. Playing about y'all. You get what I'm saying? Playing about me. Playing about all of us who've been taken through the ringer with this fuck shit. What's the Moon and the Emperor reversed? Yep, Page of Swords. Finding out. Somebody's asking questions and they finding out what's going on behind the scenes. Page of Wands, 3 of Cups. Somebody could be watching you while you out with your friends, spying on you. It's this weird. Or somebody's confirming to you what somebody said about you. It's some weird shit going on, bro. I'm about to give you some advice and get the fuck on. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Because ain't nobody got time for that. I can't go for that. No. Follow your inspiration, you guys. Follow your heart song. Let your heart song sing loud and proud to the world. And let people know how much you're rejoicing in the power of God being in control. Source being in control. Spirit being in control. Universe being in control. Whatever you believe, honey. What is the advice for Pisces? You will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did for you to receive better and greater. It's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. Period. In relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Whether it's positive or negative, that's going to show you what decision you need to make. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, or who could be consistently abusing you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. And the past is behind you now. So drop the fears, doubts. Okay, drop the fears and doubts. Even though you may feel a little uncomfortable at the moment and slightly anxious over what is coming next, you are being urged to bring yourself back to the present moment. Your recent prayers, Four of Swords, have been heard and are currently being worked on. Okay, y'all should already know. Y'all should already know. God don't play about you. God got time today. The type of time that God is on today, somebody needs to really, I'm not even going to say nothing. Just mind your business and keep on doing what the fuck you've been doing. That's what I said. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Thank you guys for being here. Get in the comments. Let me know if it resonated with timelines or any helpful information for your fellow Pisces, you guys. Shout out to all my subscribers and members, moderators, and everyone who supports the channel. I really appreciate you guys. Book your readings, y'all. The link is below in the description box and in the link tree. Check out my other channels. And remember, Pisces, this is our circle, booze. Bye.